Hi, my YouTube friends. Welcome back to Compound Confessions. Today is a very cold day in February. So we had a nice little warm up in Tennessee, and then all of a sudden it said, haha, and it was like 20 degrees last night. So it's still a little cold, of course. I think it's reaching up into the 30s today. So very, very cold. I've got my tea. I did like a new tea this morning. It's called like Island something. I got it at the farmer's market and it's pretty good. It's a little sweet, but I did put a little bit of local honey in it. So let's catch up. It's been 2 weeks since I talked to you guys, and I was going to try to do every week. However, it seems like I'm going to try. Last week was a little chaotic because I watch baby girl 2 days a week. So I either watch her Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, Thursday. So this week I watch her Wednesday, Thursday, and today's Monday. So I've had time to get some stuff together and do some stuff, but I feel like last week was just, it went by so fast. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but January was the slowest month known to man. It was never ending. Could be because we had no electricity for 6 days, but never ending. February, I'm like, okay, it's like what, the 23rd? And so, and then it'll be the 24th when I post this, but I'm like, okay, wait, where did the last 23 days go? Because I have not a clue. We still have some projects to do. I've been, I guess, I don't know, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been a little like melancholy, a little depressed this season going into, I think January was good up until the snowstorm, and then it kind of just went downhill. I think we're all feeling the stress of winter and the cold and not getting stuff done. I think we're all kind of like at each other a little bit. And you know, that's the season we're in. It's not rainbows and sunshine every day on the farm here. It's like kind of bickering and irritation and raising some voices, and the baby's crying. She's getting some teeth. She's not sleeping like she should. So Gigi's a little tired. But I mean, it is what it is. We all go through those periods where we just have to stay strong and know that we are going to make it. We got some chickens from the hatchery that I always get chickens from. And they arrived, it was about a week after we got our power back. I can't remember when we got our power back. If it was like the weekend, I don't remember. But anyways, it could have been like 4 days. And they shipped from Missouri. And so they come through Memphis and then they come to Middle Tennessee. For some reason, they stayed a long time in Memphis. But the problem is that the hatchery did not put an extra heat source in them. So when we opened the box, there was like 10 dead babies, which was devastating to me because that was a waste of life, really. And so throughout the day, I lost more and more. So I had 30 something, and then I have 9 left. So 9 babies are left. And so a couple of days ago, I brought them in yesterday. Yes. So a couple of days ago, I put them outside because it was really nice, and I have built those baby areas for the girls in our coop. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and check out one of my other videos about the coop. But I put them in there so that they have the big girls, you know, my big hens, and so they need to get used to being out there. I thought it was a perfect time to let them out there, and then I had to bring them back in. So they're in the garage right now with their heat lamp because it's so cold, and I don't want to lose them. I don't want to traumatize them any more than they already have been. So we had that. I have another shipment coming on March 11th, which should be warmer by then. And so I actually talked to the owner, and I was very satisfied talking to him. I had to go through two other people to get to him, but I was very pleased with with my conversation with him, and he took total blame for it. So and I've used them for like 8 years now. And so this is the first time something like that's happened. But it was pretty devastating to lose all those little babies. So the babies are in the garage for now. They'll go out, I think, on Wednesday or Thursday. I'll take them back out because it's supposed to be a lot warmer. So what do we want to talk about? I did started my indoor garden. I did that greenhouse that I got from Amazon. Seems to be working pretty good. I did see one little sprout, which is pretty quick. So that's going good. I did buy some more, so I have a plan of where I think I'm going to put the garden on the farm. So and I also bought more wildflower seeds. So right in front of our house, we have this like grassy space, and right now I see bulbs popping up, and I can't remember. I think I planted a bunch of bulbs in the fall there, but I know that there were some when we looked at the place in the spring. So April will be a year since we looked at the place, and then it took us May, June, July, three months of headache. We'll go into that someday about buying the property. Anyways, so I'm excited to show you guys kind of like my plans in the future about where we're going to put the garden, what we're going to do. I want to do a full season greenhouse. So I want to have a heat source for it. So it's a lot of planning that's going to take effect. And because I really just want to be self-sufficient in the veggie fruit department, because I don't know about you guys, but finding good fruit and vegetable is so hard these days. And then I just read something about them putting, putting some kind of vaccines or something in lettuce, or doing something with lettuce. I don't know if it's accurate or not. I'm just going to stick to growing my own food. I can't go down the rabbit hole of that kind of situation. So anyways, but other than that, we've been slowly working on getting some stuff done. We had a lot to do after the ice storm. So a lot of cutting the wood, mending fences. We still have the run for the turkeys. So what I feel, my husband's like, go, 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 go. Me, I'm like, let's just take it slow. Sometimes I get a little overwhelmed with things. And so I just want to take it slow sometimes. And I think the two biggest things right now we need to do is build the stalls for the horses. He was going to start that the other day, and then we got this cold front in. So, and then Nick fell off the ladder, hurt his shoulder. And so it's hard for him to move it up like that. So it's a little difficult to get a couple of things done. So he just needs to relax and take his time and heal that shoulder before we have so much to do in the spring. But I think that's our main thing right now, is get those stalls built, and then the tack room, and then the hay room. So we're going to do, we have 2 goats. So one stall for the 2 goats, 1 stall for each horse, and then 2 more rooms, I guess you could say, for the hay and then the tack. And the tack is like their halters, their ropes, their like, I don't know, their brushes, like anything that's the saddles, like all of that. And we haven't ridden the horses since we've been to the property. It's just been so chaotic and so busy. All of the horse stuff is still in the horse trailer. So it just, you know what? Building a life takes time, and patience. So I want it done now, but I know it's not going to be done now. So I just have to learn to have a little bit more patience with myself, with my family, with the process. And it's a great learning process for me, because you have to just be patient. Things take time to build, things take time to buy, cost money. And I want things to be not perfect, but I want it to be where we don't have to worry about it for the rest of our time on the property. I want it done right. I want it done where we want long term. And that was the thing with the chickens. It took us a while about 2 months to figure out what's a good spot for them and how did we want that to look. So so I have a vision of that, but the turkey run still needs to be done, but it's not really a priority. They're fine where they are. They're all fenced and they've got their own coop. So I think sometimes we want to rush things, but it's really, hi, Zarin. Meet Zarin. If you haven't met Zarin yet, this is our 2-year-old Bengal cat. He, when we got him, we thought was a she. So his name was Zara. And then we found out, Zara had, really big balls. And so Zara became Zarin, and Zarin does not have his big balls anymore. So he's my baby. He's my baby. I know. He's such a beautiful cat, but he's a little jerk. So he terrorizes Atticus, our Maine Coon, who's only like, I think Atticus is 6 months. And then we have Chloe, who's our 18-year-old. She can't stand him. She cannot stand him. I think Chloe tolerates Atticus more than Zarin. His breed is wild. And then he makes these wild noises like he's in the jungle. It's crazy. Look at him. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I don't know. I just wanted to hop on here, do these compound confessionals, check in with you guys, tell you updates about the farm. It's supposed to be nice, I think, the rest of the week. So I think I'm going to try to get the turkey run done. Since Nick's got other jobs, you know, we've got to make money. And I have another batch of soap to make. So I'm making soap. I used to do that years ago in California. And so I had an Etsy store. So I'm in the process of making soap again and to sell on my Etsy. And so when that's ready, I'll give you guys the link and you can buy some soap. I'm doing French inspired soap. So they're bigger size. There's like 3x3s. And so basic, I'm doing lavender because my goal here on the farm is to have a bunch of lavender and then to extract the oil from the lavender and use it in the soap. But for now, I have some organic stuff that I found. Took me a while to find it actually. And so I'm doing lavender soap, pretty basic nude colors. And so I need to get another batch of that made because it takes about 8 weeks to cure. So I'm going to do that. Last week I made some bread. If you watched my Instagram stories, follow me on Instagram, you guys. I finally think I perfected my sourdough bread. So I'm super excited about that. My mother-in-law came in December, and so she brought hers with her, and it's like 100-year-old starter. So it just, you know what? I think before I was rushing it, and now I've learned it takes time and love to do the sourdough. And so the bread is good. I made a loaf last week. I actually made 3 loaves. So I made one for us, one for Samantha, and one for Michaela, which I forgot to take to Michaela. And that's my middle daughter. Samantha's my oldest daughter. So she lives on the property with us, with the grandbaby and her husband. But Michaela lives, she lives in Nashville. So she's a city girl. But I forgot to bring her bread. She got a new apartment. It's super cute. And so that's probably the only time I go to the city, other than going to see my girlfriends in a different city. But anyways, what else? What else can we talk about today? So I started the seeds to transplant to the garden. So I need to really zoom in on what I want and start putting my my raised beds back together. So at the old farm, I had raised beds, and so I had circle ones and I had rectangular ones. What I did is keep the rectangular ones. I left the circular ones for the new owners. And so my plan is they're made out of metal, and I'll link the ones that I've used into my Amazon storefront. But they're made out of metal, and so what I want is to build a wooden, kind of a wood case around it, kind of to match the decor and the aesthetic of the garden. So I might paint them black too. They're kind of silver. But we'll see. But I need to get those situated and kind of, I've already started our compost pile with chicken droppings and then the horse manure, which is great to use as a starter for your garden for the season. So I don't think it's going to be done this season. It could be done by fall because you've got to turn it and mix it. And when I see the earthworms in it, we're good to go. So I probably won't be able to do that this season, but I really need to get the garden going. So I need to figure out that. And then the turkey, and then everything else. I think I was thinking of telling you guys, there was one more thing I think it was just the garden and the stalls that are really a big priority. Because if I go another season without gardening, I'm going to lose my mind. But anyways, just want to hop on here, talk to you guys. Have any questions, always ask me. You can DM me on my Instagram or my TikTok. My TikTok's a little more fun, you know. It's a tongue-in-cheek, kind of cheesy. It's fun. But it's the funny thing is about TikTok. I didn't know I would like TikTok. I really am liking TikTok only because I'm meeting so many people that are homesteading, family compounds, self-sufficient. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many of us out there. And I'm so happy to like educate you guys and educate myself as we're in this process of building this family compound. I mean, it's only been 7 months. So we're very new to it. And I've learned that we're pretty lucky. Some people have started from ground zero, like no structures, bare land. So we did not have bare land. We had the house, we have the pond, we have the shop, and we have several outbuildings. So we are lucky in that sense that we didn't start from the ground up. I don't know if I have the patience to do that. So you guys are amazing who are doing that. But I love the learning from each other, like asking questions and saying, hey, how did you do that? Like I just love it. I love the community that you can build on social media. Some people don't like social media, but you know what? I'm loving it, and I'm loving talking to you guys. I'm love making videos and stuff for you. So I'm going to keep it coming. As long as you guys like my stuff and watch my stuff, I'll just keep it coming. So, okay, I'm going to wrap it up. I will see you next time. Let's, I think we'll do, I'll bring up some of my trays from my greenhouse and we'll see how that's coming along. It looked like the basil is the one that was popping up. So, I did plant a bunch of medicinal, thank you, herbs, because I'd like to make some more teas, and some tonics and stuff like that. So I'm excited to do that. I have a dehydrator so I can easily dry some stuff, but we'll talk about that. I'm gonna post, I think, on YouTube. I have a Sunday reset that'll be posted. That was posted last night, so you can watch that. But I'm going to post the fence that we built to the dry lot and show you how we did that. That's a really great video. And so that's it. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.